up happen tonight. Whoa. Lots of sound of music playing and we're feeling alright. Yeah, I got a big surprise. Open up your eyes. We're gonna change the world tonight. And they will recognize us. We're gonna have a way. And all the room away. All the room away.
What's up, wrestling fans? It's Jimmy, the MailMan Milstead here with the Small Package, episode 45 here during WrestleMania week. We're doing something special tonight before I head to New York City to meet the Rat Boy Ryan Alexander Taylor and Rory Barr. Our other compadre, Mark Wood, will be watching from Maryland. Tonight's Smackdown Live. We're going to have a watch-along and talk about all things Smackdown Live and last night's Raw and everything WrestleMania week. Our prediction show will be Thursday, April the 4th, 10 a.m. live on East Coast. Hopefully I'll have the Brits with me. Yes, the last time we met on our show, we had our Fastlane prediction show, and we had a little squabble between me and the Rat Boy. It was a long night. Rat Boy was up pretty late and probably had a few libations, but we have hugged it out since. I can't wait to get him back on the show. We're back to get things rocking and rolling here. We have a championship to win, a belt up for grabs for our predictions. Speaking of that, before SmackDown Live comes on here, I'll bring on Mr. Wood. He's going to join us as we will watch along SmackDown Live with you. So watch SmackDown, pull up USA Network, and watch along with us. We will do it Mystery Science Theater. We will have fun watching along with all the matches. I'll have the volume up. But since we last saw you, we had WWE Fastlane, and that show produced an 8-0 record for the Rory Barr, and he has a 2-game lead here in the standings. He is at 98-55, so he is looking good going into WrestleMania weekend, which we will have NXT TakeOver matches as well. So right now, I think there's 19 matches for us to select to complete our prediction year. Jimmy the Mailman Milstead in second place, 2 matchups behind. I went 7-1 during WWE Fastlane to bring my record to 97-56. Rory Barr is 98-55. Mr. Wood, Mark Wood, he went 7-1 as well during WWE Fastlane. He is up to 85-71. His record's a little different because of bonus picks he got during the Royal Rumble, but he is not mathematically eliminated. Neither is Rat Boy Ryan Alexander Taylor. 1 match behind Mark Wood. Excuse me, I'm just getting over a cold. I might be coughing a little bit here tonight. Rat Boy is in the last place just by 1 match, 84-69. He went 7-1. So Rory Barr, he gets the honor of predicting both cards this WrestleMania weekend. He had a fantastic Fastlane. We ended up eliminating the Andrade Cien Almas versus Rey Mysterio match, if you recall. That ended up being a quadruple, what was it? A fatal 4-way for the U.S. title where Samoa Joe ended up getting the title. So we knocked that one out. We would have all gotten that one wrong. So we just eliminated that one. And we did not include when Kofi Kingston was in the handicap match versus the Bar. So that's why we had 8 matches, and Rory was a perfect 8-0. My own lone match lost was the Shinsuke Rusev pre-show match, as well as Mr. Rat Boy. He had that one wrong as well. The New Day ended up winning that pre-show, and Mr. Wood, he ended up getting Aleister Black and Ricochet wrong that night. Revival are still your Raw Tag Team Champions. Even last night, that was a fantastic match on Raw. What do you guys think of that? I have the comments up. If you feel like you want to talk anything WWE tonight, feel free. It's WrestleMania week. How are you guys feeling about it? I'm going to bring on Mark Wood here. The show is about to start 3 minutes. But as I said, our fast lane predictions were pretty spot on. And once again, the bar in first place at 98-55. Keep in mind, we did not predict WWE Crown Jewel this year due to logistics of being gone on vacations, and just we weren't really into that pay-per-view, and we weren't sure the best in the world tournament, so we didn't include that this year. But that was the only pay-per-view. So 98-55, not a bad record. Rory Barr, can he hold on for our first ever small package championship? A lot to predict here Thursday. I'm starting to make my predictions right now. I leave tomorrow for New York. Once again, I am 97-56, one match behind Mr. Barr. I thought it was 2 matches. I am 1 match. Mark Wood is 85-71, and Rat Boy Ryan Alexander Taylor 84-69. And then we will start a new season once we crown a champion on WrestleMania Sunday. So if you would like to join us for next year's predictions, join us. We will pass along the WWE Championship belt that we will buy here at the Superstore in New York. Who's going to win it? I'm going to put that belt up, and whoever gets it keeps it for a year. So without further ado, we might as well bring on our tag team partner joining us tonight. We've got Mr. Mark Wood joining us. If I can find his theme song. Sorry, guys, I'm struggling a little bit tonight, as usual, but Mr. Wood, let's bring him on as Smackdown Live is about to start. Mr. Wood. How's it going, Mark Wood? Can you hear me? Shoot, I think you might have to unmute yourself. We always go through this. Try it until you can get it. Kenny Loggins. Well, the show's about to start. We'll give him a few seconds here. Let me know when I can hear you, Mark. We'll turn SmackDown up. Tonight, there's a contract signing for the WWE Championship as Daniel Bryan takes on Kofi Kingston. We're about to start the show here. We'll have the SmackDown volume up. Mark Wood, can I hear you? I'm not sure what he's trying to tell me. Shit. The opening of SmackDown here. I don't know what he's trying to tell me here. I'm trying. Shit. Let me eject you and then invite you back. Let's try calling him here.
One of the most outrageous moments ever in WWE. We'll take a look back at last night and provide an update on the status of the 3 arrests.
All right, as we try to get Mark Wood back, set the table here. What'd you guys think of the arrest last night in D.C.? Tonight's SmackDown Live is in Baltimore, Maryland. Kofi Kingston, it's Kofi Mania. I'm representing him tonight. How excited are you guys about that matchup? Let's take a look. Who comes out first? Kevin Owens. Is he even on the card? Trying to get Mark back. KO looking dapper in a suit here.
Welcome, everyone, to a very special edition of the Kevin Owens Show.
Maybe you can co-host with Alexa Bliss. Who knows?
From WrestleMania.
I like that shirt, KO.
And at WrestleMania.
We got Mark back. Mark!
Yeah, what's up?
Hey, how's it going, buddy? Sorry.
Hey.
I got no idea.
Yeah.
Technical difficulties.
Yeah, you had me muted. There was no way I could do it. I couldn't get out.
Yeah, I kept hitting the mute button, but...
My first guest.
How you doing, sir?
Randy
Doing all right.
All right, here comes the Viper. Big match with AJ Styles. Not a lot of hype for this Mania card going in, storylines. But the matches are looking like they're going to be delivering. We've seen Randy and AJ wrestle before on Smackdown, but I think they have a lot to offer. I hope they get a lot of time. What are you thinking of this one?
I don't know why either one of these guys aren't in the title match for WrestleMania.
Yeah. If you recall, I don't know, maybe it was last summer, they had a TV match. And I loved when Randy was going for the RKO and AJ was going for his patented phenomenal forearm off the ropes. And then he kind of faked it because he read the RKO was coming. I don't know if you remember seeing that match.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think they're going to have a bust-ass match here. Not making our predictions tonight, but you think you got who you think's going to win this one?
Yeah, I think Randy, I'm sure, but I don't know, man. AJ's such a digger, though. He's a company man. See, I mean, it's going to be a back and forth match, I'm sure.
All right, let's see what KO has to say here.
What's KO doing? Contract signings?
Yeah, I guess they're going to have a bunch of contract signings here. Anybody joining us on the chat? Let's take a look. Nobody on. Hopefully the internet lasts here. Never done a watch-along. AJ, last year's champion, took on Shinsuke. I could see this one maybe opening WrestleMania, to tell you the truth. We'll have Rory Barr predict the card. Those guys are already in New York. Weather looks like it's a little chilly. I'm packing a lot of pants. How's the weather there in Maryland?
It's raining. It's 43 and raining.
Pretty dry here. Just cut the grass. But overcast out here in Washington State. All right, AJ's in the ring. Got a couple of chairs. It's the Kevin Owens show. They stole KO. Looks like he stole Jericho's blue rug there. So far, we got 14 WrestleMania matches. I believe it's Randy Orton's birthday. Maybe that was yesterday. I don't know.
Last week, everyone was really looking forward to what would have been Kurt Angle's last match ever here on Smackdown Live against AJ Styles, but you did not let that happen, did you? And now I can obviously see a little smirk on your face, so I must ask, are you proud of what you did?
Hell yeah, I'm proud. I saved the WWE Universe from seeing a washed-up, old, broken-down former Olympian beat a guy who thinks he's still at the top of his game.
Oh, yeah. Did Kurt, I can't remember.
You know what else I saved the WWE Universe from? Watching the match.
Is this the Baltimore Arena, Mark? Or what do they call it now?
Yep.
Royal Farms Arena?
Really?
Yep. They were at
That's coming from a guy who's been here almost 20 years, been in the ring with legends, and has learned one move.
I'm not going to lie. I've actually liked the build-up here.
It's deadly, but one
kind of short and sweet. Randy's never been in the
Indies. You
Indies.
got a move that is that deadly. All you need is one, AJ, but you wouldn't get that, would you? You'd never get that. You people wouldn't get it either. But you know what you think? You all think that these indie guys have it so hard, traveling around the world, traveling around the country, trying to make a name for themselves, trying to make ends meet for their families. Going from high school gymnasium to high school gymnasium to armory, back to high school gymnasium, making $50 and trying to impress dozens and dozens of fans. You know what I was doing while you were doing all that? I was wrestling at WrestleMania almost for the past 2 decades, every single year, in front of tens and tens and tens and tens and tens of thousands.
What a dick Randy is. Indies have it tough, man.
Yeah, that's right. That's right. When I was in high school gyms and wherever it may be, wrestling in front of dozens of people, you were in the WWE. Right. Getting suspended for failing drug tests.
Oh. Didn't Randy Orton drop out of the Marines somehow? I don't know what the story is on that. I forget. We've discussed that before, but I know he had a falling out. I'm sure he had an honorable discharge. He's a big son of a bitch.
The truth is, AJ, if you were as good as you think you are, you would have been in the WWE a long, long, long time ago.
Yeah, I'm predicting this opens the show.
You think that your legacy,
They're just selling the match,
hard work pays off?
I have been terrible at predicting
No,
matches.
that's not your legacy. You want to know what your legacy is? I'm going to tell you what your legacy is. Now that John Cena has gone off to Hollywood,
Says we have two watching.
Assumed the role of corporate bitch.
Oh.
KO.
KO's out of the ring. Maybe there's going to be a special KO show. I don't even. Is he even in the Andre Giant? We're going to next commercial. I'll list the Andre, the Battle Royal, Memorial Battle Royal participants. Here is the standoff.
Here we go.
AJ with some punches.
Between these two superstars.
There goes the shirt.
Cut so deep between AJ Styles and Randy Orton.
What is that table? Plastic?
You hope so.
WrestleMania, what a taste here tonight.
Little forearm.
Pretty good at that knockout.
Ooh.
A major taste. He's calling for it. He's calling for it.
RKO.
Oh! RKO! Randy gets him off the ropes.
Out of nowhere.
You got to think they're going to set a nice RKO out of nowhere. Probably the best one I ever saw was him WrestleMania 31 with Seth.
There's one. Watch this.
AJ gets caught off the ropes for the phenomenal forearm, and he goes right into the trap.
One thing AJ Styles needs to keep in
Randy
mind is Randy Orton has headlined
gets the heads up going into the weekend. We will have our predictions Thursday.
There's Kofi.
Kofi has the contract, and he has some new merch. I wonder what shirt I'm going to wear to Mania. I haven't decided yet. Big E, Xavier, most likely going to be in the corner this Sunday. They've got their ink quill pen there. It looks like a peacock.
Yep. Here comes Aleister Black.
Yep, that's your boy.
Yep.
What do you see these guys? Just NXT, or you think they're going to get on the card somehow? All right, we're going to look at the Battle Royal here in a minute. Next commercial.
Well, what's going on with the Raw Tag Team titles?
Well, obviously you watched Raw, right? It looks like Dash and Dot. It looks like they could possibly squeeze them on, maybe. I don't know. The WrestleMania is going to be 7.5 hours long, guys. Are you ready for that, Mark? Are you grabbing the popcorn?
Sleep for that.
There's no hockey on Sunday, so I'm sure you got baseball to watch. But I would love to see
Aleister. Long over by then.
Yeah.
He's got a new jacket.
Yeah, I would love to see this guy's entrance. Of course, he's at TakeOver. Him and Ricochet have a match.
Are you going to that?
Yeah, we'll be there on Friday. I have nosebleed seats, so we didn't spend a lot of money on that one, but I'm excited to see it. As Alistair comes to the ring, let's take a look at some matches as they go to commercial break here. As the commercial has NXT on right here. That's this Friday, guys. NXT TakeOver live from Brooklyn, New York, Barclays Center. The mentioned, what did I say? Aleister Black and Ricochet win the Dusty Classic. I have yet to catch up to watch that, but I saw a match today where they took on, who was it? The Undisputed Era. So I'm a couple weeks behind. I'm going to catch up tonight after SmackDown. But they get the tag team match for the NXT Tag Team Championships versus the War Raiders. So that will be a bust-ass match there at TakeOver New York at Barclays Center this Friday at 7 Eastern, 4 Pacific on the WWE Network. The other matchups are Pete Dunne and Walter for the United Kingdom Championship. Mark, have you been watching that promotion? I haven't seen. Walter's a big guy, an Austrian giant type guy. How are you liking that?
I'm surprised he climbed the ranks as quick as he did. I didn't think that he had that much talent, but I guess size will outweigh your talent sometimes. And, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe Pete Dunne drops the title and comes to WWE.
Yeah, I mean, well, I was going to mention the Battle of the Royal guys here in a minute, but let's finish the NXT card. So Pete Dunne will be taking on Walter. I'm sure that's going to be a bruising matchup. A 2 out of 3 falls match for the vacant NXT Championship. Unfortunately, Tommaso Ciampa had to vacate the NXT title due to the neck injury. Johnny Gargano, it looked like he was going to pal up with Ciampa for DIY, but that couldn't happen as Ciampa had to get surgery done. Who knows if we'll see Ciampa anytime soon, but he will be taking on Adam Cole, baby, for the 2 out of 3 falls match. That should be match of the night, I would assume, but don't count out Velveteen Dream and Matt Riddle for the North American Championship. I have loved both these characters, and I honestly don't know who to pick. Velveteen Dream just won the title. Riddle, still undefeated. And we got a fatal four-way for the NXT Women's Championship. I have a feeling who I'm going to pick here, but it's the champion Shayna Baszler, Io Shirai, Bianca Belair, and Kairi Sane. So I'm looking forward to that one. I wonder if they are to main event. I haven't caught up to NXT, Mark. Have they announced if that women's matchup is main eventing, or is it left to be determined yet?
Oh, I'm sure they're going to leave it to the title, the men's title. They'll probably be like they always are, second to last.
I wasn't sure if they were going to have a double ladies main event for the weekend, but I have no doubt that match will kick ass as well. We know, of course, the ladies will end WrestleMania weekend. Well, not the weekend, but the show. Ronda Rousey, the man, Becky Lynch, and Charlotte Flair. What did you think last night? Looks like Mark's busy there.
Sorry.
Oh, you're good. What did you think of that angle last night between the women making DC Metro Police look like a bunch of geeks?
It's one of the best segments I've seen since Stone Cold and The Rock have been around. I enjoyed it. I laughed hysterically. I thought it was kind of really funny. Ronda kicking the out, and then Charlotte hitting her with the knee. I wonder how Ronda got in the car and drove it. That's what I want to know. How did she get
the magic of pro wrestling? Charlotte Flair was whipping some ass last night. All right, we'll get to the Battle Royal here in a minute, but we've got a tag team bout. It's an 8-man tag match. We got Shinsuke and Rusev out there with the bar. The Usos with Aleister Black and Ricochet. Interesting. We got the bell ring.
The revival and the Usos finally.
Shinsuke. He's fallen from the championship to the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Tag team title opportunity for Ricochet and Aleister Black, but it was a count-out victory.
Cesaro and Ricochet start this match off.
Despite an incredibly impressive performance by Ricochet and Aleister Black.
And a sucker punch right to Ricochet.
Ricochet. That is the power of the Swiss cyborg.
The agility and the presence of mind of Ricochet was wow at the WWE.
Let's see. I do not see any of these guys in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal.
Oh, what an uppercut!
My goodness, that's one way to ground the one and only.
Wow, these guys aren't even on the card.
Beginning of an incredible week for Ricochet and Aleister Black. Remember, recently they won the 2019 Dusty Rhodes Tag Team Classic Bus. This Friday night, the NXT TakeOver New York, they challenge the War Raiders for the NXT Tag Team titles.
I had a chance.
Only the women's tag team straps are on the card right now.
Up in the air. It will escape Sheamus, tag to Black.
Here comes Black, but
Aleister off the ropes. Man, is he an athletic white guy.
We're competing on Raw. We're competing on SmackDown. This is all part of our chase to greatness. We're competing at such a high power here. Power Sheamus able to power out.
And Aleister and Ricochet have made the most of every opportunity they've received.
So far, no live viewers, Mark, but I'm having fun watching along with you, buddy. Haven't heard too much from the Brits, but they are live in New York. I'm sure they don't really have internet. I will try to get them to the hotel room. 10 a.m. Thursday. If you can't be here, make sure you get your picks in. Looks like Jimmy Uso, or Jey Uso, is in trouble here. But he gives Cesaro a big hit. Tag to Shinsuke. Shinsuke gives some knees there to the Uso. And a bitch slap.
The WWE Universe would agree with you, Byron. It was certainly an honorable decision by Jimmy and Jay.
A tag made by Rusev. I don't know if Jay saw the tag.
Oh, over the ropes. Rusev made it bad there for the Uso boy.
Not there initially, but
some outside the ring shenanigans here. Ooh, those steps look vicious, man. Into the side. I think somebody just cussed. Probably hitting commercial break here in a minute.
Looks like Lana's doing all right.
Yeah, what's the word with her? I thought she was pregnant. Was that a bunch of bullshit?
I don't know.
2 months ago, they were the tag team champions here on SmackDown. Now been a career crossroads.
She looks fine as ever.
Focused properly can be a great motivator. Can lead a man to do great things. That said, that same frustration.
Shinsuke and Jey Uso in the ring. Shinsuke's got his feet.
Shot right to the face there. And how about
to the face.
This time last year, he was heading into the quote dream match with AJ Styles.
Well, we're gonna have a superstar shakeup the week after Mania.
We are.
Yeah, I'd like to see Shinsuke go over to the Raw brand. Need to get him out of the tag. That's my personal opinion. Cesaro cuts off the ring here. Jay outside again. Cesaro getting some cheap shots. And we hit commercial. They got the inset in. So let's take a look, Mark, at the Andre the Giant Battle Royal participants. Of course, we've got some shenanigans involved. You're going to have the two dorks from Saturday Night Live, Michael Che and Colin Jost. Do you have any opinions on these two celebrities? I'm not a Saturday Night Live watcher. I haven't watched Saturday Night Live since Dana Carvey. The Weekend Update, I guess, is what these guys do. And they seem kind of dry to me. But apparently they've pissed off Braun Strowman enough where Braun wanted them in the contest. In the ring in the inset here, we got Uso and Cesaro trading blows. Uso gaining the heat. Oh, and he flips over Cesaro. But anyways, Mark, let's take a look at the participants. We've got Braun Strowman, obviously. I think he was pretty much the first guy in it. Michael Che, Colin Jost, Apollo Crews. He's been shining pretty nicely on Raw, winning some battle royals. I can't say I think he is going to win, but you never know. What do we got? We got Titus O'Neil. Unfortunately, we won't see him running to the ring. Tyler Breeze has made his way into the battle royal. Jinder Mahal, No Way Jose, Bobby Roode, Chad Gable, Kalisto, Grand Metalik of 205 Live, Lindsay Dorado of the Lucha House Party guys, Bo Dallas and Curtis Axel. They find themselves in the battle royal. Heath Slater, he's got to do it for his kids. Rhino Victor, Connor of the Ascension. Andrade has made his way in. That could be a guy that could win it. We could see him have a big one. Ali, it's not Mustafa Ali since the last time we talked to you, Mark. He's dropped or Ali, I guess. Or no, it's just Ali, I guess. I thought it was Mustafa. We got Shelton Benjamin, who I probably think is going to be one of the guys. You have a bunch of guys released after Mania as well, I think. Shelton Benjamin might be one of those guys. Luke and Gallows, Carl Anderson, I don't expect them to be with the company much longer. Matt and Jeff Hardy have been relinquished to the Battle Royal. We got Otis and Tucker of the Heavy Machinery. Yeah. And EC3 is all that I have here on my list. I do not see any of these guys in the ring that are in the ring here on SmackDown. So interesting. I'm sure they might throw some more guys in, I guess. But so far, that's your Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal participants. Thoughts on that one, buddy? Pre-show?
What is it? Is it a 20 or a 30 man?
I don't know. How many people did I just list there? They don't give me a number. I'll have to count real quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29. I might have miscounted. It looks like about 30 with the two dorks from Saturday Night Live. That leaves maybe you might see maybe a Gronk. I would predict maybe a Gronkowski could show up to this. I say this is definitely Braun's to lose. Yeah.
Ain't no doubt about that.
Braun needs to be shined up real nice. We're back from commercial break. Rusev in the ring now with the Uso boy has been in the ring this whole time. He's generating a lot of heat in that ring.
Great deal of jeopardy as Rusev tags in Shinsuke Nakamura.
Yeah, let's put a like on the video.
Not a good situation for Jey Uso.
Shinsuke has Uso in the ring now. There's a 2-hour WrestleMania kickoff show starting at 2 p.m. Pacific, 5 Eastern. So add another 5 hours to that, guy. What time will that be? It's going to be a long day.
Historically speaking, you almost always.
What time are y'all going to the stadium?
Well, my buddy Travis is on his way there right now. Not to the stadium, but flying. He's living in California. We're just going to have to find a tailgate. So I would assume our hotel is 50 minutes away from the with the metro ride. So it's going to be a busy morning. I would assume we'd like to get there no later than 10 and find a spot. The other Uso, Jimmy, has got the hot tag. And Rusev's in the ring. Jimmy on fire. He's had adrenaline ever since he got arrested. That guy's real lucky, man. That guy could be in jail still.
Oh, Aleister Black, fade to black.
Oh, Uso or Ricochet. Super kicks everywhere. Rusev has Uso over the ropes.
Jay tossed outside, Jimmy back into the fray.
Jimmy back in there.
Come on, Jimmy. Tag by Jimmy.
I was a big fan of them last week in the gauntlet match where they just forfeited for the New Day. What'd you think of last week's SmackDown? I thought it was pretty good. And Jay gets the pin. The Usos win the match for their 8-man tag match. We have no idea where these guys fit on the card. As Mark Wood gives us the first yawn of the night.
Oh, boy.
How do you keep the Usos off? Oh, here comes Bliss.
Oh, my God.
Rat Boy. I don't even know if they can watch SmackDown from their hotel. But you got to figure he's got his pants down. She looks pretty good tonight. Looks like she's going to make an announcement. We're going to add a 15th match.
I mean, it's not like I actually wanted to be here, but, you know, as the official host of WrestleMania, duty calls.
Bliss wearing all black.
But I will say, a lot has changed since I left. You know, our 3 juvenile delinquents, Charlotte Flair, Becky Lynch, and Ronda Rousey, have been released from jail and will main event WrestleMania.
I haven't seen the mugshots yet. Mark, do they have mugshots?
Will be challenging for the WWE Championship.
Not that I've seen.
And
I'll give Rat Boy credit. Bliss looks very delicious tonight.
Please.
She has to put a lot of makeup
I
on.
really noticed is SmackDown Live's really lost its spirit of competition. Case in point, Usos. Now, Jimmy, Jay, you may have won your match tonight, but last week you forfeited a match against the New Day in a tag team gauntlet, allowing them to advance and eventually win. Now, guys, I just gotta tell you, that was so noble, so heroic, so deserving of repercussions.
Ooh.
Therefore,
She looks that.
I am here to announce that at WrestleMania, you'll be defending your SmackDown Tag Team Championships against, well, all the teams you just shared the ring with.
Well, there you go, Mark.
In a fatal 4-way tag team match.
Another match added to the card. So that brings our total to, and now we got a all-out melee.
I guess that just about eliminates Ricochet and Aleister Black facing
Yeah.
Revival.
Well, good for them. They get on the card. That's 15 matches. Well, the Revival are a host.
Ricochet and Aleister Black, the last team left standing.
Here comes Aleister. Man, is he ridiculous. Did you see him last night?
Yeah, he jumped over the turnbuckle.
Yeah. Well, I'm excited for this match, to tell you the truth. This could open up the show. A lot of good entrance possibilities for all these guys, but they'll have to speed it up. I don't anticipate you'll get full entrances for Shinsuke, but you gotta give Aleister Black and Ricochet a nice entrance. So they got 2 huge matches this weekend. A great weekend for Aleister Black and Ricochet. 2 big tag team matchups. Maybe they'll win the NXT titles and bring them to the Mania. I don't know. I'm not making my prediction yet. What do you think of that tag match for NXT, Mark? Look at Corey's hair.
Look at his outfit.
Kind of looks like CM Punk.
Yeah.
I got my hair cut today myself. How do you like it?
Yeah. You
Attaboy, Corey.
It's time to start growing that playoff beard. Uh-oh, here you go.
Yeah.
Night.
And here's last night's activities. Charlotte was going off.
She kicked that dude down. Look at him. He's all hurt.
Yeah. I give this one guy credit. He actually looks like a cop, but these other guys, they look like Boy Scouts. And the girls look like Girl Scouts.
think they used to be on a cooking show.
Well, there's a meme, or not a meme. As they brawl again, show the replay. Do you know that show, Benny?
Here comes my girlfriends.
Oh, yeah. Those guys are in a profile tag team match.
What is she wearing? Wow.
Wow. I'm not making my prediction here, but I do not see a title change in this matchup. But I will hold my official prediction. But I could see these gals somehow stealing the title sometime this year. But
every time I see them, they remind me of the Nordiques. Do you remember those that tag team back in the day where they used to have the Canadian the Nordique sign on their singlets?
The Nordiques? You mean the Rougeaus?
Huh?
Are you talking about women?
No, yeah, I'm talking about Billy and talking about the Iconics. But when but I'm saying every time I see him, I think about the Nordiques.
Huh? I'm not tracking.
You don't remember that tag team?
Are you talking? You're talking women or men?
No, men.
Oh no, they're the Rougeaus.
Is that what they were?
Yeah. Those were brothers, though. What, do you think they were gay or something?
I don't know.
Oh. Hall of Fame's this Saturday night. I'll end up catching up on that probably next week.
The Miz and Maurice come on tonight.
Oh, is that right? Yeah, Maurice is looking pretty good. She's having another baby. I have not watched this show. I know you have, Mark.
Dude, you got to watch it. It's hilarious.
Are these on the network yet?
Her mother is funny as hell.
Yeah. Are they on the network yet?
I don't know if they put it on there yet.
Yeah.
But I'm sure you can still get it off the USA Network, though.
Well, let's take a look at some other action here. So that was the men's battle royal. You're going to have a WWE Cruiserweight Championship match. Something I have just not watched lately, guys. Tony Nese gets an opportunity. He's been in 205 Live forever. I guess Cedric Alexander as well.
Still the champ.
Or no, Tony Nese won it. It was a tournament. So Tony Nese beat Kalisto via pin. You had Drew Gulak submit Brian Kendrick. Humberto Carrillo. I've seen this guy. He's pretty good. He lost to Oni Lorcan via pin. And Cedric Alexander pinned Akira Tozawa. That was in the first round. In the semifinals, you had Tony Nese defeat Drew Gulak via pin. So Tony Nese gets to the finals. And Cedric Alexander defeated Oni Lorcan via pin. I didn't even know Oni Lorcan was in 205 Live. But, fun fact, Mark, Oni Lorcan's theme song is the Capitals goal horn song, in case you didn't know.
Oh, really?
So, yeah. But, so Cedric ended up losing to Tony Nese. So Tony Nese takes on the best-kept secret, Buddy Murphy, pre-show bound. But that should be a decent match. Tony Nese kind of a dry character. I don't know who I'm going to pick yet, but that's that matchup. Destined for the pre-show. It'd be interesting to see if that Cruiserweight title ever makes the main card. But what else we got? The Women's Battle Royal. Let's take a look at the Women's Fallopian Tube Battle Royal.
Fallopian Tube.
That's what that trophy looks like. Not a lot of participants. So far. By the way, Raw dominates the Andre Battle Royal as far as participants. Otis, Tucker, and EC3 aren't even designated for Raw or SmackDown, it looks like. But Women's Battle Royal participants, you got Dana Brooke, Mickie James, Ruby Riott, Liv Morgan, Sarah Logan, Asuka, who drops the title last week. We'll talk to you about that in a minute, Mark. Carmella, Naomi. Naomi's been frustrated lately on Twitter. Lana, Mandy Rose, and Sonya Deville get in the Battle Royal. Zelina Vega and Nikki Cross. I feel like we haven't seen Nikki Cross in a long time.
She's been backstage at Raw for the last couple weeks.
Yeah. So, Mark, what are you thinking? about Asuka. She drops the title. And look, it sounded like she had a match versus Mandy Rose for Mania, but they it looks like they changed their mind. Thoughts on Asuka dropping the title last week?
I don't know. I think they might go to just having one single women's championship and having them rotate between both shows, unless you actually give them their own show. You know, with the winner of this Sunday being the champion, just rotating back and forth whatever show they're on. I mean, that's how they're doing the tag team titles. I mean, they can even – I mean, the girls down in NXT can actually win the title.
Yeah, well, it was announced by Stephanie that it's a winner-take-all between the triple threat match, Ronda, Bex, and Charlotte. So undoubtedly going to be fireworks to end Mania. Seth takes on Brock Lesnar, Universal title. What'd you think of the curb stomp last night and the kick in the balls?
I'm sure that'll show up again Sunday, but it'll be Brock using it this time.
And then we got a no-holds-barred match, Triple H and Batista, who's made an easy paycheck. Last night he comes out in D.C., and all he said was, "Hunter, kiss my ass."
Yeah.
I wonder how much he made for that easy 30 seconds. Well, we're back to the women's tag angle here. Last week, the Iconics got a big win over the Boss and Hug Connection via cheating a little bit, but a little momentum heading into tonight. What do you think of Beth Phoenix? She's looked pretty solid. Looks like she never lost.
I didn't think she should have retired when she retired. I thought she was good to go, but I know she was having kids and dealing with her man.
Well, here's promo time. Let's turn it up.
You know what's great, Peyton? What? The state of the Smackdown tag team at this year's WrestleMania!
A lot of people hate their shtick. I'm okay with it.
Because Jimmy and Jay Uso must now defend their Smackdown tag titles at WrestleMania this Sunday in a fatal four-way tag team match. And coincidentally, we also have a fatal four-way tag team match on the grandest stage of them all for the WWE Women's Tag Team title.
Billie Kay, still your girl?
Oh, yeah.
You could pick Natalia or a champion. Or you could pin Natalia's partner, who should have stayed retired, Beth Phoenix, Eureka! Or we could pin
This crowd's moaning.
which is what they deserve for abandoning us last night. And as you just saw, we've already beaten the current champion, Sasha Banks and Bayley, right here on Smackdown Live.
This crowd is so moaning.
So it's a no-brainer. This Sunday, we will win the...
Mark, we got 3 likes on our video.
I love that.
I can't remember if they're going to be at my access session, but I'd go get their autographs.
The women's tag team division becomes absolutely iconic.
I'll try to get something autographed for you. I can't get over Corey Graves' hair, dude. I love it. What a fashionista. I think Eric Lukart was supposed to join us tonight. He might be on the chat. Eric's like Gus. He's kind of down on the product.
Yeah.
Here's the review of last night's.
That was perfect right there where they looked at each other.
Yeah.
She kicks the window out.
Generally speaking, when you
While her underwear is going up her crotch.
Yeah. Where does Vince get all this? All these vehicles?
Becky Lynch and Ronda Rousey, although both handcuffed,
Look at that fucking the window rubber there.
just feel the vitriolic scorn.
That shit was hanging by a fucking thread. This girl.
Absolutely chaotic. The storm will all come to a head at MetLife Stadium.
The main event, a winner take all. You got Rousey with the Raw Women's title, Charlotte with the Smackdown Live Championship, and the man, whoever wins it. Okay, have we heard anything about who's going to be in whose corner yet?
No. Oh, there's the Miz.
Here comes the Miz. He's had some great promos the past couple of weeks. I'm kind of hyped for this match. He'll be taking on Shane McMahon.
It needs to be in like a steel cage or something so Shane can jump off that bitch.
Yeah. This one's a Falls Count Anywheres match. This could end up in our suite. Me and Travis are in a suite, Mark.
Yeah, you told me.
I can see this one as well. Could be a kickoff. Shane and AJ kicked it off a couple of years ago. That might have been one of the best matches in Orlando. I'm heavily excited about that one. We'll turn the volume down a little bit.
Shane put him in a handicap match.
Yeah.
Right here.
Oh, right here?
Yeah, against
Did they say the participants?
Yeah, it's the Insanity or Sanity.
Oh, okay. Guys that we haven't seen too much lately. I think they were out there last week beating on Shane, but I don't know about Sanity, man. They had a good NXT run. They have not been.
Well, they ain't been given a chance, really.
Yeah, just a typical NXT call-up, but just you got Eric Young, a great veteran. He probably has that TNA stench on him. Vince just doesn't like those TNA guys. I guess who's done the best? Samoa Joe and AJ. But the two young guys, Killian Dane, he's a beast. He's a big guy too. I'm sure Vince loves him, but they just haven't been able to feature these guys too much. As Lana and Rusev on this commercial cracked the hell out of me. That's about the best Rusev has done this year. These guys are so entertaining. I wouldn't mind seeing them have a show. But back to who was the other guy that did the journey on Sanity? God, I can't remember his name. I think they can go. They've had some great NXT, but just haven't found their way on the main roster. Don't even know if they're going to be in the Battle Royal. But still nobody on the chat. But we're talking WrestleMania. We're talking Smackdown Live. Mark, real quick, at this moment, what's going to be your best match of the weekend? I'm sure we'll talk to you more about it, but
I don't know. I'm interested in seeing the Demon against Bobby Lashley, just because he's gonna be painted up.
Yep, that was brought up last night as Bobby Lashley and Lio Rush saw the Demon on the Jumbotron last night. As Finn Balor announced he will be coming out. Well, when's the last time we saw the Demon? SummerSlam?
It's been a while.
Yeah.
He's only used him like once or twice since he's been back from his knee surgery or whatever.
Intercontinental Championship up for grabs. I think if you're going to see the Demon, that one might be an easy pick. Demon does not lose. But yeah, we didn't see the Demon against Brock Lesnar. That was a surprisingly good match at the Rumble. I really enjoyed Brock versus the lower guys. I'm really excited about Brock and Seth Rollins. It hasn't been hyped up too much. Definitely going to deliver. Brock always does good against the smaller guys. We've seen Seth and Brock in the same ring, obviously, before.
Brutus the Barber Beefcake.
What do you think? Breaking. Brutus the Barber Beefcake will be the final inductee in the WWE Hall of Fame Class 2019. Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake. You ever hear about him when he got hit by the what do you call those things? He had that accident back in the 90s. What do you call those parasailers? This lady came down on him and hit him in the knee, in the nose, He crushed his face, his skull. He's lucky to be alive. Pretty much hurt his career. Here's the business promo.
You know, WrestleMania means different things to different people. For Charlotte Flair, Ronda Rousey, and Becky Lynch, it means making history. For Kofi,
Kofi.
For Kofi, it means finally breaking through.
What do you think of the Miz as a babyface?
It means retribution.
Better heel.
Yeah.
Yeah, I agree.
As a son.
But I'm kind of rooting for him.
Stand here as the best version of the Miz because I have an incredible family. You don't believe me?
You can't really stand in that ring with that look and be a good guy.
And I know that sounds like a cheap plug, but I don't look at it like that.
He looks like Zoolander and a Karate Kid.
With my family.
Yeah.
Monroe and Maurice, I love you, and I am proud of both of you.
Yay!
I know for a fact I am giving you the best version of the Miz because I fight with a full heart. I am giving you the best version of the Miz because I am more motivated than I have ever been in my entire career. That's why I called for Shane and Mize match at WrestleMania to be Falls Count Anywhere, because what I'm going to do to Shane cannot be contained within this ring. In 5 days,
I really hope he ends up in our suite.
WrestleMania, and I will beat Shane anywhere and everywhere.
We don't have a catered suite, but we are allowed to. We got bathrooms and stuff. I'm looking forward to this.
But after what Shane McMahon
and
did to my
TVs.
dad, I now fight for
Hopefully
his
we have a
honor.
good view of the live action, though.
And Shane, you know what? You got a dad. So I guess that makes you a son of a bitch.
Oh! Vince.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
He didn't cut his mic off. Here comes Sanity.
It's a 3-on-1 handicap match.
So it's a 3-on-1 handicap.
Yep.
Miz might not even make it to WrestleMania. And you got to think Shane's coming out. I've never really liked Sanity's entrance. They could have had a more menacing soundtrack. Got the bell ring. Well, we got to shine the Miz up real nice. We're almost an hour here in the Smackdown. Thanks for joining us tonight here on the Small Package, episode 45. It's our first ever watch along. Join us in the chat. What do you think? Are you excited about WrestleMania? So far now, 15 matches on the card. Due to be a 7.5-hour show live from MetLife Stadium there in Newark, or not Newark, New Jersey, East Rutherford, New Jersey. It'll be the second time I've been to MetLife. Pretty cool stadium. And Shane McMahon coming down probably to watch. Here comes the money mark. Ching, ching.
You know, I just wanted to come out here and see this one up close and personal.
Shane's a dick.
But before we do that, Greg Hamilton, if you would, please.
Oh, he's a bully to Greg Hamilton.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing the best in the world.
You gotta. Where's the trophy tonight? You gotta expect the trophy comes into play. That best in the world trophy. I hope that's at Access. I'd love to get a close shot of that one.
Again, I just wanted to watch this, so without further ado, let's get this party started. Ding, ding, ding.
Let's ring the bell.
So here we going. It's Eric Young of Sanity who goes right after the Miz, and again, Shane McMahon.
Eric Young, he's a big hockey fan.
5 nights before WrestleMania.
I want to say he's from Toronto, but he's a big Nashville Predators. I got his autograph at Access a couple years ago. Oh, what was that maneuver? Young looks pretty crazy without a beard. And we're in commercial. So, right, let's take a look at some other matchups. What'd you think last night? We had Kurt Angle in that terrible T-shirt they're trying to sell, taking on Baron Boring Corbin in Angle's farewell match. I love that tribute package they put on in the ring for him last night. Kurt, one of my all-time favorites. You got to think I think this is where you can see guys that you think would be been at WrestleMania, like a John Cena, an Undertaker. This might be their appearance time. I have no doubt this match is going down. And if you think I'm picking Baron Corbin to win this match, you're silly. But I'm not going to make my official prediction. But I mean, who knows? Maybe Kurt loses, but I can't see it. I'll make my official pick Thursday. But Mark, this is probably where you might see your surprise big time names. I don't think you're going to see an Undertaker match, obviously. No idea what Vince has before.
I don't get the angle.
Well, it's basically the battle of the GMs. Remember?
Yeah.
Baron was the GM, or Kurt was the GM. Ended up going away on vacation. It's kind of a silly storyline, but Kurt basically booted out. Baron took over for that long stretch until the McMahons fired him. So I guess that's the way to tie it together and get Baron on the card. To tell you the truth, I'd rather see Baron versus Kurt than Baron versus Roman Reigns. I'm more excited about Drew and Roman Reigns. But thoughts on this Kurt Angle going away match, buddy?
I mean, it would have made a sense for The Undertaker to face him and maybe tombstone him or something, or, you know, something like that where his career would have ended that way. That's would have been more of a better storyline than Corbin. I mean, I don't know.
Yeah, I would have loved to see Cena during that.
I really like Corbin when he was on SmackDown. He doesn't really. He's like gone south ever since he's been on Raw.
Yeah, he's boring as hell. I mean, I've seen worse. I think the guy's overall a nice guy. He's one of the guys I met last year. Pretty cool dude. Big dude. I think he's gotten a lot better since his NXT days, to tell you the truth, too. I mean, this character has possibilities, but it's just, I don't know. Kurt's last match, you got to think there's going to be some bigger fireworks ahead for it. I think you can see some WWE Hall of Famers coming out for this, definitely, and getting there. Baron's going to get his comeuppance somehow. But last night, Baron won up. I can't remember. He beat Rey Mysterio. It was kind of a lackluster. I think that was the main event last night. I kind of was already out of it.
Yeah.
After that women's segment.
Yep. It all went downhill after that.
Yeah. And I heard Dean Ambrose after the show came out. Obviously, he looks like he's done. For a while there, I thought it was a bunch of bullshit, but
yeah,
guys not anywhere near sniffing WrestleMania. And, yeah, I think he's gone.
Unless he's making movies or something. I don't know, man.
Yeah, it's a weird situation. I'm thinking maybe AEW bound.
I don't know. They said something about they hope he comes back. They hope to have him back.
Yeah.
I mean, I don't know.
Well, we got the match back here. The A-lister is holding his own.
You got to credit the Miz facing weak odds, maintaining his survival thus far.
Big back body drop.
Miz is surviving, but at what cost? Miz cannot be 100% after this sort of brutality come this Sunday. That's exactly what Shane McMahon is doing. It's a cheat.
You know who Eric Young looks like? He looks like the old Stone Cold gimmick, the Ringmaster. The Dons have come in for Mark.
Here comes Shane.
I forgot one thing. Sorry. Yeah, one thing. Introducing. No, great. That's overkill. Everybody knows that I'm best in the world. It's okay. But Miz, I'm not here to tell you really two things. Number one, just like our match at WrestleMania, okay, which will be Falls Count Anywhere, so is your match right now with Sanity. Now, Falls Count Anywhere. But I wanted to leave you with this lasting impression, which just so happens to be my screensaver on my phone. Please put it up. When I was grabbing Mr. Potato Face.
Mr. Potato Face.
We have no doubt we're going to see Mr. Mazanin. Mr. Potato Face.
His already handicapped match almost count anywhere. Looks bleak for the Miz. So
not looking good for the Miz here, buddy. He's going to head up into WrestleMania. Battered and bruised.
Uh-oh. Wait a minute.
Yeah, take him to Jimmy Seafood.
I don't know if I'm supposed to give it to you.
And it's good when the man said it. That meant like staying this Sunday. He can beat anyone, anywhere, and everywhere. They have a chance to prove it. But again, it's so crystal clear. It's impossible at WrestleMania.
Miz still holding his own here out in the crowd.
Miz has no choice.
I've had seats there before. They never came out. Actually, the Raw after Mania in Dallas. Oh, Alexander Wolf. He's the guy I couldn't remember his name. Going for the pinfall. Oh, he counted 3.
Just in time.
Eric the Ringmaster Young.
This sort of chaos. This.
But it's also been Shane McMahon's milieu in the past.
Taking him out by the backstage area. You got to figure Shane's going to somehow get.
Miz more than holding his own at the moment. They're back in the 10 area.
Best you can do if you're the Miz.
There goes the trash can.
Just isolate one member of Sanity, as he's done right here against Young.
That's real garbage, folks.
Wolf and Dane are lurking around. They can't be far behind.
Miz one-on-one right now with Eric Young backstage.
Believes he is the best version of himself because of his family.
Now they're going to the photo shoot area.
In all the years we've seen the Miz, all the championships, all the accomplishments, we have never seen Miz this emotionally so much up.
And they always have that door.
Jesus.
That took a dent.
Now they're going outside.
Here comes Harry Boy. Headed to the Inner Harbor.
Can happen anywhere.
Go have a crab cake.
We're gonna end this one now in a big way.
Oh, right in the electric box.
The electrical box.
It's like I say, it's been raining here, so it's wet outside.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
It's pouring down rain out there. Oh.
This is what we could see at WrestleMania. We don't know what kind of conditions.
Stephanie featured on the back of the bus there.
This is a taste of what the Miz is going to do to Shane McMahon.
That's good up outside of MetLife Stadium.
Eric Young getting pummeled.
Turnpike. No one wants that. Oh, no.
Oh.
Knee driven right in the face of the leader of Sanity.
I wonder, is the Miz looking at Eric Young or is he looking at Shane McMahon mentally?
Downtown Baltimore.
What is that?
What is Miz capable of? What's
got some kind of tub container here rolling.
To vanquish the best in the world.
Big.
Tonight, Eric Young. Oh, no.
Oh, hit him right in the face.
A taste of how far.
He's going to get the pin. And the Miz gets the win. So, how do you feel about the Miz getting a win going into WrestleMania, Mark? He survives the handicap.
I don't know. Shane's a big-time performer at WrestleMania.
Yeah, he is. I'm not sure his record. Last year, he was in the Intercontinental Triple Threat match thought he represented well. That's where Seth Rollins won the title. That kicked off the main card.
Oh, who was that?
Oh, it's Shano.
Oh, he's in the...
Surprised he didn't run him over. Typical McMahon, leaving the show early.
One last mind game before WrestleMania.
Here comes the Baltimore police.
Oh, no. Oh, no.
Oh, no, that's DC.
Is it?
Yeah. It's Becky.
They bought that card. Oh, it's Becky. She got dropped off. Oh, I love it. The man with her mugshot T-shirt.
Becky Lynch is here in Baltimore.
I bet you they all three have mugshot T-shirts by Mania. And she's coming up next. She got out of jail, and she has something to say as we hit commercial break. So that's a pretty cool entrance there as Becky is out of jail. Let's take a look at some more matchups here, guys. Actually, they're showing a 2017 WrestleMania ladder match. This is where the Hardys came back. Biggest pop I ever heard at an arena. That was an electric moment. The Hardys were out of WWE for a few years there. It was a kept secret. They brought them into the backstage area with nobody knowing until they came out. I think one or two people might have knew. But I had a great seat for that one, and it was an electric atmosphere as they won the Raw Tag Team titles that night. Jeff Hardy, he is insane. But a great moment in WrestleMania history. So like we said, we got Shane O'Mac and The Miz, Falls Count Anywhere match. What do you think, Mark? Where do you think that one ends up at? Gorilla position could be somewhere back there by Vince. Maybe Shane and Vince, or not Vince, Vince and Miz's dad somehow have something to do with this, man. Vince has been out of this one, actually. Did you see Maurice? Holy shit.
Yeah, her tits are wonderful.
She is an attractive woman, but back to the WrestleMania card. So that should be an outstanding Falls Count Anywhere match. We'll talk about it more Thursday. Like we said, we have AJ Styles and Randy Orton. It's a singles match. I totally predict that one's going to open the match. Like we said, here's one we haven't talked about. Samoa Joe and Rey Mysterio, a singles match for the WWE Championship. Have you seen Rey's son?
Yeah.
What's his name? I think he's training to be a wrestler. God, what's his name? On the tip of my tongue, and I can't remember. But he used to be do you remember when he was featured in that Eddie Guerrero angle back in the early 2000s? That was one of my favorite angles of all time, where Eddie told Rey that he was really his son or something, and it was just Eddie played a great creepy villain in that feud. But Rey's son was featured with Vicky Guerrero in that angle. So I'm sure you might see maybe a little of could be Rey's son deciding what that match is going to be all about. But Samoa Joe, the U.S. champion from Fastlane, he ended up getting his first ever singles title here in WWE. Any thoughts on that match, buddy?
I don't know. I think Samoa Joe's going to roll him. That dude's, when he wants to be invincible, he's invincible. It don't matter what it is.
Yeah, he's been one of the better TNA wrestlers that Vince has. His only downfall, he probably would have had bigger angles had he been healthy. This will be his first WrestleMania. If you remember, he didn't make WrestleMania the past 2 years. He was in NXT for a while as well. I mean, he had some great NXT takeover moments, but he never has been on a WrestleMania. Last year, he had a late injury. I think they were going to have him and Cena at one point, but he never made it to the show. But he ended up coming to the night after and ended up feuding with Roman Reigns on the Monday Night Raw. So we're into the second hour here on SmackDown Live. How you holding up, buddy?
I'm all right.
Okay. I thank you for joining me tonight. This is a first time. I think it's going pretty well. We're just talking wrestling and having a nice watch along here, covering what we're going to cover Thursday. As we said, we have Bobby Lashley, the Intercontinental Champion. He'll have Lio Rush in his corner, taking on Finn Balor, the Demon. That'll be for the Intercontinental Championship. So that title will be featured on WrestleMania for the first time in a while. Or actually this is like the first singles match for it in a while. We haven't talked too much about Roman Reigns and Drew McIntyre. It's just a singles match. This one, I'm thinking, is going to be late in the card. Roman just keeps getting blindsided, basically. They've shined Drew McIntyre up a lot, having him but take it to Dean a bunch. Okay, we're back to SmackDown here. And they are hyping up this women's match.
Stephanie McMahon is here for breaking news regarding the WrestleMania main event.
One woman will bring home all the gold on the grandest stages.
Stephanie announced that it's a winner take all.
Titles will be on the line. Because WrestleMania.
Will we see will we see, I almost said Conor McDavid, Conor McGregor. Do you have any thoughts? Do you think he shows up?
I don't know. What would he do if he can't?
Be in the corner of Becky, maybe? I don't know. Travis Brown, I'm thinking, is going to be in the corner of Ronda Rousey. You got to think Charlotte has daddy. We will see. The first time women have ever main evented in WrestleMania. Kudos to the women this year. They've done an outstanding job. Rousey was all over Charlotte, and then all over Becky. And then Charlotte, she took out some security. The rent-a-cops arrived.
The rent-a-cops. The mall cops.
Man, they look like Paul Blart mall cop.
Paul Blart?
Yeah. They should have had some segues. And they all get handcuffed. Charlotte got a free shot in. Charlotte's boobs, they keep getting bigger and bigger every time I see them. These cops with these female cops, they just totally don't fit the bill. The cop's just staring at him.
Yeah, in the back seat. He's in the front seat looking at him in the back seat.
Every one of these cops, I bet, got fired.
I like how Ronda acted like she was dead when she got kneed in the head.
Yeah. And then that knee to the face. Charlotte got some free shots in.
Oh, here comes Corey.
I can only imagine what Stone Cold was doing.
Notwithstanding the events.
And Corey's in the ring.
Monday Night Raw between the principals of the main event of WrestleMania. All three women were released from the precinct today of their own recognizance. So without any further ado, please welcome the man, Becky Lynch.
Oh! The madness and the hysteria. Last night on Monday Night Raw, the man just 5 nights away from finally crossing the finish line.
She looks beautiful as ever. Rough and tough.
Think about the emotional challenges.
The man, Becky Lynch.
But it is official. It is a winner-take-all match. Becky Lynch. Charlotte.
I hear she has some Air Jordans special for Sunday. She's got a good look. Rumors that her and Seth Rollins are together.
Really?
Yeah. I thought she was dating a guy out here in Seattle for a while, but I guess that didn't happen too long. And she takes the mic outside the ring. Screw you, Corey. She's going to do a Jericho here and talk on the announcer's desk.
It's going to be out free in Baltimore.
Palmer. Oh, there's a Stanley Cup Caps hat.
Respect to you, Corey, but I don't answer to you. I answer to these people. I'll tell you. So this shirt aged well.
Did she get a new one?
Man, I was thinking in the back of that cop car, what a difference a year makes. Man. Yeah, this time last year, myself and Charlotte, we were the best of friends.
They were the women's battle royal.
Was about to make her debut at WrestleMania. It was like all the stars were aligned to get the queen and the baddest woman on the planet into the main event of this year's WrestleMania. Yeah, that was until I smacked the smoothness off of Charlotte Flair's face at SummerSlam.
I enjoyed that.
That one strike changed everything. I was determined at that point that I was going to do whatever it took to fight to get into this year's WrestleMania. And look at us now.
Byron Saxton. He's just sitting there. What's Corey doing? Picking his nose in the ring? A lot of Caps gear in the crowd.
This Sunday, MetLife Stadium, 80,000 people. The first time ever the women are the main event of WrestleMania.
86,000 plus the last time I went, 2013.
The queen, the baddest woman on the planet, and the man.
Hype it up, Becky.
Going head to head to head. My revolution, our revolution, the real revolution that started last year at SummerSlam with a slap is going to explode this Sunday.
Sparkling.
What was that?
When the winner takes it all,
sparkling.
And I make
they are,
one of
aren't
them dopes tap.
All right, I'm interested.
So the next time you see me, lads,
see what happens.
I'm going to be the champ that I knew I always was. The double champ.
They didn't take him. They didn't take him to jail last night. They took him up Wisconsin Avenue.
Mike has been dropped and the statement has been made. The man.
They took him to where?
They took him up Wisconsin Avenue to Goodfellas, the strip bar.
Is that what it is?
Yeah, all that glitter.
Yeah, she might have been one of the dancers.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Daniel Bryan with the big Eric Rowan as they contemplate the contracts. Bryan's looking over. He's probably upset about they wasted good trees on that paper there. What do we got here?
Person mixed tag team match. What?
Asuka relegated to these with these goofs. Oh, there's the Hardy Boys.
Oh, there's your vagina cup.
Oh, they got both trophies out there. The fallopian tube, yeah. It was supposed to be, remember, the Fabulous Moolah trophy.
Yeah.
And then instead we see the fallopian tube trophy.
It's going to take them an hour to introduce 36 players.
Yeah, I know. We're at commercial, but they got the inset here. Naomi, Feel the Glow first out. So, let's see. Did we cover the women? Yeah, we covered the women. I wonder if we're going to see any more added. It's not a very big battle royal. You'd figure they throw in some NXT superstars, I would assume. We said about 30 men are in the Andre. Let's take a look at the women. There was only 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13 listed so far.
Here comes Nikki.
Yeah, I feel like we haven't seen her in forever. But Mark, so far only 13 women superstars. You think any? Well, you gotta think some NXT superstars. They gotta fill that ring up.
They'll be getting some old timers.
Yeah, maybe some legends. Look at Matt Hardy. That guy's in shape. The guy's looking thick. He's back to the old Matt. Otis.
What are they doing over here on SmackDown Live?
Like I said, they don't really belong to a roster. They have them listed here on the page I'm looking at as a double free agent. They have them listed in white for their Shelton Benjamin. This guy has the look. I can't believe he's not a bigger superstar. The guy's my age, but the guy's in phenomenal tip-top shape. And then here's EC3. This guy, I hear he's been jobbing to Tyler Breeze on main event. This guy doesn't he's just one of the NXT call-ups that haven't worked. So then we got another match we haven't talked about, the Fatal 4 tag match for the WWE Women's Tag Team Championships. Oh, I better shut up. Here comes Mandy. Mark, your girl. She is a looker. Zelina Vega. I don't know. My early pick, obviously you got to go with Braun, but Andrade could be one of my picks. Yeah. She apparently is she looks pretty good. Yeah. She's just not that great of a wrestler. But like I said, we got a Fatal 4 tag women match for the Women's Inaugural Tag Team Championships. The Boss and Hug and Connection are the champs. We're taking the Divas of Doom on Beth Phoenix and Natalya. The Iconics, as we saw earlier, Billie Kay and Peyton Royce. And then Nia Jax and Tamina.
How is this going to work?
I have no idea. They have to tag it. Whoever gets tagged has to come in if they're a male or a female. Or, I mean, if a male's in the ring and a women.
Nikki against Vega to start it.
Yeah. I'm glad they put the women on this side. Nikki, I think Nikki Cross could have a big 2019. Oh, no.
Now here comes.
Oh, you know what? This might be your own. We haven't seen her wrestle since the Royal Rumble. But you got to figure this gal, the sassy Southern.
Look at Otis. He don't know what to do.
Yeah, I know. He's funny. He's like a living LJN King Kong Bundy figure. Well, that lady is not listed in the Rumble or the Battle Royal, but you got to figure she is in it, and she could be the top pick. Vega, all 5'4" of her, or 2 of her, whatever she is. How big is Nikki Cross?
Like 5'2".
Yeah, she might be smaller than Zelina. A lot thicker. Anyways, thanks for
like 6'6", isn't he?
Who's that?
I said your husband's like 6'6", isn't he?
Yeah. Luke Gallows. God, this guy's Marty's a big guy, man. He's bigger in person than you think. So is Cody Rhodes. TV doesn't do justice for that guy. Here's Matt. I don't know how he gets that shirt on. Kind of like an Under Armour. Delete. He's got EC3 hung up here. Lana facing the cam with the backside. Oh, Matt takes an elbow from EC3 in the corner. Oh, he gets caught into the side effect. Only a kick out at 1. Andrade tried to break up the count. Corey Graves thinks the Saturday Night Live Stooges will somehow get a victory.
Uh-oh.
Double team here on EC3 from Heavy Machinery. Otis, you got to think we see the worm. Hey, Eric Lucart has joined us on the chat. Good evening, Eric Lucart from Maryland. Eric, why didn't you go to tonight's Smackdown? It's in Baltimore.
No, we don't need to see this.
Uh-oh. Here it comes.
Here comes Otis Dozovich.
And then they went to commercial. Dominoes.
Thank God they showed that. He got a little elbow in on the action there before we go to the Dominoes. Eric Lucart has joined us on the chat. Eric, how excited are you? It is better than Raw. He says it's better than SmackDown Live is going a lot better than Raw, Eric. Eric, are you going to watch 7.5 hours of WrestleMania this Sunday? It's going to be a long day, sir. Grab the popcorn, grab some beverages. I thought I saw you this week say you needed to lose some weight. You're probably going to gain some weight sitting in that chair for a 7.5-hour show. Not to mention pre-show. I think that was all included, but it starts at 5 p.m. It's going to be a late night there at MetLife Stadium, sir. 8 hours. Yeah, okay. It's something like that, yeah. But Eric Lucart, thanks for joining us, sir. We've got about a half hour left here on our first ever watch-along SmackDown, first time ever on the small package. Our British guys, I don't think they can even watch SmackDown. We haven't been able to get a hold of them. I thank Mark Wood for joining us here from Bellout, Maryland, as he's flipping the channels to see what's up. How are the O's doing?
They're winning 2-0.
All right.
So are the Phillies.
Oh, no. Did Bryce Harper's debut in Washington, D.C.
They booed him and he struck out.
Oh, no shit.
Yep.
Nice. And the Nats are off to a slow start. I think they'll be all right.
Yeah.
They'll be all right. They will lose a lot of pop there, though, with Bryce Harper gone. They'll have to get it with their pitching. But it is what it is. Baseball season underway. But we're talking WrestleMania. I think we pretty much covered all the matchups. Of course, we haven't talked about Daniel Bryan and Kofi Kingston yet. They're set to have their contract signing here in a few minutes. Eric says, heck yeah, I'm ready with the bonbons and all. So, and he says, what's up, Mark Wood?
What's up, Eric?
Eric Lucart live. Where does Eric live? Waldorf?
I don't know where. I'm not 100% sure where him and Donna live at.
Yeah, I know he's still there. It was a joy to see him last year during the Cup run. Hopefully, I'm thinking about maybe a stealth mission here in May. I've got another short stretch off. If they're still alive, I might come back to Washington, D.C., but I couldn't fit it in here at the WrestleMania trip. I'm due to leave tomorrow about 11 a.m. local time here on the West Coast. I'm not going to get in until about midnight on the East Coast there at LaGuardia. Fortunately, my hotel is not too far from there. I've got my buddy Travis Andres. He's a cool dude. This year, I was on the Jericho cruise with Travis. He's a guy that lives in California. He grew up out here. He's a mutual friend of my buddy Tim Kelly. And he's a big WWE mark. And we're going to be going to a lot of promotions throughout the week. Let's see. Our first show will be Thursday night, WrestleCon Super Show. I don't have the matches in front of me, but there's some big-time talent, some NJPW guys. Friday, I'll be going to 3 shows, including NXT, to cap it off on Friday night at the Barclays Center. Saturday, I'll be hitting Access in the morning early. I just got a GA ticket. It'll be a crapshoot to see who I can get, but it'll be cool to see some NXT matches there. Saturday night, I'll be going to the Madison Square Garden, Mark. It's the ROH G1 Super Show. You'll be seeing a lot of NJPW guys as well. That is going to be phenomenal. I cannot wait for that. And then Sunday, it'll be an all-day WrestleMania at MetLife Stadium. And then Monday, probably do some sightseeing. I'll be going to Monday Night Raw at Barclays Center. And then I'm not staying for SmackDown. I'll be coming home Tuesday because the NHL playoffs start next week. Eric is in Budds Creek, Maryland, St. Mary's.
Oh, he's not too far away from mine.
Yeah, so I just told Eric. He asked what events I was going to. Naomi is in the ring right now. She just got a chin smash there from Mandy. Going for the hot tag. We got a massive ring full of intergender talents. And R-Truth is in there with Andrade. And I don't know how he does those splits, Mark. My groin is hurting. Little Jimmy. Mella is money. Is she still with Corey Graves? You got a dance break, Mark. Give it. Let me see it. Oh, that goes. There goes the dance break. I don't know what's going on, but we got a melee.
Chaos.
Asuka relegated to this mess. Eric Lucart, what match are you looking forward to most, sir, if you're still here this weekend? Lana over the top.
Whoa, look at that split.
Uh-oh, Lana just hurt her leg again. I bet you Asuka's the last remaining here.
R-Truth and Mella.
How great would it be if Mandy Rose won the WrestleMania Women's Battle Royal? How interesting would it be if Sonya Deville eliminated Mandy? Not at all.
Mark, Eric Lucart is looking forward to Batista in the no-holds-barred match versus Triple H the most. I can dig with that. I think it'll be a bust-ass match. I haven't been excited with the build. I love the of course, it's a match that you don't have to have a lot of build. You know the history between the two. Batista's never lost to Triple H. Batista took out Ric Flair on his birthday. Look at Otis. Man, Mandy, she is stacked. And Shelton Benjamin ruins Otis's day. The gold standard. Uh-oh.
And Nikki throws her ass out.
Old school indeed, Eric. I am looking forward to Batista Triple H. Of course, if Triple H loses, that'll be his last match, supposedly.
Shelton Benjamin is like, what the hell?
Shelton's like, you're crazy. Uh-oh. Nikki on the back of Shelton Benjamin. And this isn't really a battle royal, but they both went over the ropes.
She hasn't touched the floor yet, though.
Shelton, I bet you, is enjoying that. EC3 in the ring now with Jeff Hardy. Oh, twist of fate. Asuka. A super kick. EC3 looking like a geek yet again. He's got the nice tan, though. And he's over the ropes. A filler match. Oh, Asuka.
Asuka.
She tossed out Jeff Hardy. And you got to think she's probably the big favorite for the Rumble, or the Women's Battle Royal. She lost the title last week. Eric is tired of Ronda Rousey, Mark.
Yeah.
I guess he's ready for her to leave.
To me, I mean, she hasn't been on point since she's been here. I mean, there's just been something off about her.
Yeah, I guess I enjoyed her hot start. I mean, in the ring, I think she's
she's fine there.
I can get she hasn't been enamoring on the mic. She's been booed.
Definitely struggled there.
Yeah. Now SmackDown, they got the Brock Lesnar Rollins promo going. The Architect, this year's Royal Rumble winner at number 10, punched his ticket last January here. He'll get the opportunity. What do you think, Brock's? I think we lost Mark Wood. Let's see, went off screen there. Hopefully we're alive here still. Eric says he'd much rather see real talent getting over. Yeah, Rousey probably going to go off in the sunset a little bit, but I don't think that'll be the last of her, but we'll see. Mark, there he is. Mark, where do you see Brock, if you can hear me? I don't think Brock's going anywhere as well. But Universal's Championship, I'm not sold on Seth winning yet. But I'm excited about this match. I think it will deliver. Are we still live? Yeah, there's Mark. I'm sorry, Mark. You probably already answered this. What do you anticipate? What is your top match of the weekend again?
I mean, it was the Demon against Bobby Lashley.
Okay, you're looking forward to that entrance.
Yeah.
I'm going to go on the NXT side. I'm looking forward to Gargano, Adam Cole, baby. I'm also looking forward to the Dream, Velveteen Dream for the North American Championship against the Broski, as the New Day and the Pancakes are coming out here for the contract signing.
What is wrong? What is wrong with Big E?
Oh, he's funny as hell. Did you see his tweet last night or today? Oh, here comes Samoa Joe. I'll talk about Big E's tweet here in a minute. Samoa Joe, I think this match will be real short versus Ryan. I think they're going to get a lot of time. Let me pull up Big E's tweet here. It was pretty hysterical. He was referring to Raw last night. See if I can find it. His Twitter handle is – oh, you can't even see it. Oh, there it is. Florida Man. So I don't know if you can see it, but I'll read it. He says, I'd like to think SmackDown as the mouthwash you needed after that turd of Raw last night just left in your mouth. I'd like to think I can get away with this tweet. If not, I was hacked. So Twitter is a fun place if you're not on it to follow these wrestlers. They kind of lash out.
Oh, my God, Marjo's naked.
Uh-oh, Maurice was naked?
No, Marjo, the mother.
Oh, God. Back to Eric. Rollins and Lesnar, another winner match. He's looking forward to that. He wants Rollins for that win. Eric, we'll get your predictions on Thursday. If you can't join us, get your picks in before Thursday. But he thinks Kofi and Daniel Bryan will be a great match and possibly match of the night. I agree, sir. As he chuckles, I believe, at the tweet for Big E. Yeah, Big E's been a character. Do you see the New Day at all turning on Kofi at all?
No, I don't think so.
Yeah, I think they're going to be brothers for a while, or till the end, but maybe they might have some kind of angle in the summer as the road to WrestleMania is about to be here. We'll start a new year. Eric, if you want to join us on the predictions next year, we are passing around a championship belt between the four of us. Once again, let's take a look at the records. Rory Barr this year went 98-55, as we've got about 20 matches left between NXT TakeOver and WrestleMania. So he is a match ahead of me at 97 and 56. Been a close battle all year long between me and him. He's had the lead most of the second half of the year. Mark Wood, you missed NXT TakeOver New Orleans, but you've done well for yourself. 85 and 71 with a couple of bonus wins from the Rumble. And then Rat Boy, he's been in last place for the bulk of the year, but not too far behind you. 84 and 69. Both you guys technically, mathematically alive, but you'll have to take some chances. So, oh, my wife has brought me some dinner, guys, as we are almost done with SmackDown. Thank you, Denise. Tonight's dinner is a chicken with rice and a salad. So before I go to New York City and stuff my face with New York-style pizza all weekend. Mark, have you ever been to New York City?
Passing through.
Yeah.
Not
trying
tonight.
My time there in 2013, some good restaurants. Just there was a chop house there near Times Square. I want to hit that again. They have a delicious steakhouse. There's a lot of places I didn't get to see my first trip there, but saw the Empire State Building, saw the 9/11 Memorial. Never did Central Park. Times Square was all right. Madison Square Garden was awesome. I cannot wait to get there. That's going to be the highlight of my weekend. I'm not including any of those matchups as my matchups of the weekend, but for those of you guys that don't know, ROH and New Japan putting on the G1 Super Card of Honor there. Okada takes on Jay White, I believe. That's a big-time matchup. As the Hall of Fame announced, what do we got? We got Stevie Ray, Harlem Heat, Honky Tonk Man. Congrats to the Honky Tonk Man. He's kind of a douche, but he said he would never go in, but he's in. You got DX going in, the Hart Foundation, one of my favorite tag teams of all time. Brutus the fucking Barber Beefcake, Tori Wilson, and then the Sue Atchison gets the Warrior Award. She was, I guess, a backstage person for years that has done tremendous work. I don't know the story behind her. But no celebrity this year, Mark?
Yeah, no, I don't know what's up with that.
Yeah. Here comes Ali. No more Mustafa. Eric said he'd be right back.
We got 20 minutes left.
Ali, who knows if Kofi would even be where he's supposed to if it wasn't for Ali's injury for the Elimination Chamber. Remember, he was supposed to be Daniel Bryan's opponent, or at least I think probably would have been featured. Last year, Ali and Cedric Alexander on the pre-show for the Cruiserweight title. That was a bust-ass match. Cedric ended up winning that vacant 205 Live title. But right now, Ali in the ring with Samoa Joe.
Oh, now he's acting like his hamstring hurts.
Yeah. By the way, kudos or shout out to my boy Michael Kempney. He's out for the year with a torn hamstring. For my beloved Washington Capitals. Get well soon, brother. Joe mercifully headbutting Ali in the corner. Don't mind me, I'm stuffing my face.
Samoa Joe, Graves, you followed Samoa Joe's legendary career. What does it mean to him to finally get to compete at WrestleMania?
Well, minus Samoa Joe, he's finally stepping onto the sacred ground where he believes he belongs all along. The grandest stage of them all as defending.
Good for Samoa Joe, finally getting on that card.
Samoa Joe would rather be.
Kick right to the face. Rey Mysterio competing in his first one-on-one match.
Ali. You got to think the brass loves Ali. He's had a tremendous year. He had one of the matches of the year in 2018 for me. Him and Buddy Murphy on that 205. That was probably the last time I really watched 205 Live. But now Ali's on the main roster.
Ali from the middle rope. That's Rick Samoa Joe.
And a nice maneuver there. What a maneuver. Near fall on Joe is a no-go. Joe kicks out.
Samoa Joe would be in if he was defeated by Ali here. Athleticism from Ali, this tornado DDT drops the United States champion.
A big athlete, Samoa Joe. He can go.
Joe is back on top. Oh, for the moment, you're right. Right on the ear of Joe. Now Ali goes in face first into the mat. Joe's got to be disoriented, and now Ali has got opportunity.
Here it comes. Looking for that 450.
Ali climbing to the top rope. Looking about the floor. Samoa Joe able to evade. And look at the eyes. The eyes of the Samoan submission.
Night, Ali.
Ali doing a swing. Watch the eyes of Ali as they glaze over in the center of the ring. There is no way out for Ali.
Might see Ray here.
The coquina clutch cinched in.
And he gets him to go night-night.
Here is your winner by submission, the United States champion, Samoa Joe.
He's about to go ham on him again. Guess not. Why can't I think of Rey Mysterio's son's name?
Everything was going Ali's way, and second.
We'll have to look it up real quick.
Courtesy of the United States champion, and Ali taking himself a little early nap before WrestleMania.
Dominic is his name.
Gotcha.
I gotta. Yeah, that kid used to be a small kid, and he grew. And here comes Daniel Bryan as they quickly transition here to the main event angle. The hemp belt is up for grabs this weekend. Kofi, finally. And look at Daniel Bryan with his shirt. What is that thing, a muskrat? Interesting attire, Daniel. Fan down in front. Daniel Bryan used to be my #1, and I think he's done a hell of a job as a heel. But he's been easy to root against. So I guess he's done a good job. The contract signing is coming up here to wrap up our go-home show as WrestleMania week is underway, guys. Yeah, I'm looking forward to Kofi. I think it's Kofi's time. But my official pick will be Thursday. I'm still thinking about it. It's going to be hard, though, to see 3 baby faces winning titles. I don't think all 3 can do it. That being said, listing Becky the Man as a baby face. But, Mark, can you see – I'm not going to ask your predictions, but could you see 3 baby faces going into the WrestleMania night with all titles? That being Kofi Kingston, the Man Becky Lynch, and Seth freaking Rollins.
You know, I'm going to hope he wins that because, you know, I can't stand, Brock Lesnar.
Yeah, well, we'll get your official pick. I'm just saying, for me, I don't know if 3 baby faces can go after the show, but maybe it's a happy night. Vince, you got to think's going to have some fuckery going. Plus, you still got Raw and SmackDown, possible rematches. We'll see how those shows are booked. I can't think of any returns. But like we said, there's a lot of people not on this card. I guess they're going to throw them in the Battle Royal eventually. But yay or nay for Gronk?
I say yay.
Yeah, I think Gronk makes an appearance somehow. I don't think he'll win it. It'll be an angle if he is to get in there. It'd be him tossing out Jinder again. See them having a match down the road somehow, but we'll see. Gronk officially retired from the New England Patriots for anybody not paying attention to football. But So not a whole lot of celebrity involvement. Elias, you got to figure, will be around the arena. He said, Elias is the musical performer. So I'm sure we'll see him having some things. Eric Lukehart was asking, is Luke Harper coming back? I'm glad you brought that up, sir. Luke Harper is not coming back, or at least not listed. He will be at Access, though. He wrote a long letter. If you go to his Twitter, I can't find it at the moment, but he wrote an emotional letter. He's coming off wrist surgery. Luke Harper, let me find this. At Luke Harper, WWE is his Twitter handle. I'm not going to read it, but he wrote a long-ass letter on his Twitter handle saying he's back at rock bottom, unfortunately. His only event is wrestling Donovan Dijakovic. I can't even say his name anymore. He used to be Donovan Dijak, but an NXT superstar there at the Access shows is the only thing he's booked for. So it sounds like he's positive and looking to get back in the game. Maybe he's throwing some shade or smoke up in the air. Maybe we will see him somehow. I always thought he'd be brought up here in the Daniel Bryan angle as another henchman. But Mark, thoughts on Luke Harper?
I didn't even know that. I didn't even know he was. I thought he was coming back with Rowan being like he is.
Yeah, no, I mean, apparently they don't.
They were a dominant tag team.
Yeah, they were. So it'll be interesting to see where that goes. The Miz and Charlotte Flair here in a commercial for Snickers.
That's not something you.
The Miz is still annoying. I bet you he annoys that locker room. Well, you're not awesome when you're not hungry. You know who the Miz reminds me of? My brother-in-law, Kerry. That little annoyance. Oh, Michael Cole's in the ring. Here we go. Contract signing.
This Sunday at the Showcase to the Immortals WrestleMania, the WWE Championship will be defended. The champion is Daniel Bryan.
Luke Hart thinks Luke Harper will be in the Battle Royal, so we'll see.
The challenger, New Day's Kofi Kingston.
Here comes Kofi.
Ultimate.
Be sour.
For your world famous 5-time champs
And feel the power.
It's a new day.
Yes, it is.
I'm not gonna lie, gentlemen, we're still 5 nights away from WrestleMania, but I already
Kofi Mania.
feel the excitement because finally,
Big E.
Kofi Kingston is going to have his opportunity.
Mark, if you caught a pancake, would you eat it?
Yeah, why not?
Even if it was down Big E's shorts?
Nah, I don't know about that.
80,000 plus fans in MetLife Stadium and the world watching see Kofi's dreams dashed before our very eyes. Against all odds, Kofi Kingston
Kofi Mania. This Sunday for the WWE Championship.
He gets it this Sunday at WrestleMania.
Predicting a Vince McMahon pop in here.
Gentlemen, Kofi, you requested this time tonight to talk about the event Sunday. Hold on.
Kofi, the most over actor on this show.
Did you get your skin?
Michael, I've got it from here.
Kofi looking serious. Daniel signs the contract. Look it over. It'd be interesting to see Luke Harper here. Yeah, look at Big E.
Kofi,
He's like,
I know you're going to sign this
these
contract.
guys are excited.
I know that I'm going to go on to face you for the WWE Championship at WrestleMania. And I'm not here to stop you from signing this contract. I am out here to educate the masses, just like I have been doing all along.
educate me, Brian.
And this, you can listen if you want.
I miss Damian Sandow.
But this is for everybody.
Yeah, where's he at?
I don't even think he wrestles anymore. Kofi Mania, they got the signs out in the crowd.
Please shut up while I'm trying to educate you.
Mark, I might get a Kofi Mania shirt.
Kofi.
I am about to teach you a very important life lesson.
Kofi, the most over tonight. Maybe Becky.
Just like we were saying in the back.
Kofi hasn't said a
Baltimore
word.
is so ignorant. So here is the life lesson. Do not be complacent. Do not be complacent the way that Kofi Kingston has been complacent. Don't think that good is good enough for 11 years. Do not
11 years.
think that a little bit of
It's been a long
success
time.
is enough success for 11 years.
The New Day has entertained
Here's
us
your life
for a
lesson.
while.
Do not be complacent.
Kofi, though, has been around for a long time. I always enjoyed Kofi and Randy's programs. Big E and Xavier are so psyched.
Actually,
Kofi better sign this
I got
thing
another
before it's too
life
late.
lesson for all of you. Don't be a bystander in your own lives. Don't be a bystander in your own lives the way that Kofi Kingston has been a bystander in his own life.
Kofi
Don't
just sitting.
sit on the sidelines and wait for other people to push you to the top the way that Kofi Kingston has sat on the sidelines and watched and hoped while Xavier Woods and Big E tried to push him to the top. While he sat and watched while all of you people, while all of you ignorant people have tried to push him to the top.
The crowd is getting violent and rowdy. Ryan is pissed. He's doing a good job.
And actually, before I hand this over to you, I have one more life lesson.
Those paneling, that belt is hilarious.
I have one more life lesson.
Kofi!
Exactly does apply to you, Kofi. Don't mistake a fad for reality.
Daniel keeping a straight face. That's hard. I'd be
I
laughing.
have been in
Look
exactly
at Big E.
your same spot. I have been in your shoes. The way that they chanted yes for me is the same way that they chant Kofi for you.
Kofi's been serious this whole time.
And I know how you feel. I know how it reverberates through your body. I
Big E
know
taunting
how you
Eric
feel
Rowan.
this love and adoration. It makes you feel stronger. But here's the reality.
Yes, Lucart, that started the show. You missed the beginning. Randy, Lucart is looking forward to Randy and AJ. That started off the show.
Because
Lucart.
they are parasites. You see, they need you to fulfill whatever fantasy it is that they have in their life. But once they're done with you, once they're done with sucking all the positivity out of you, they will discard you.
Asshole chants there at the Baltimore Arena. Royal Farms Arena, wherever they call it.
That's what they've
Asshole
said
chance.
to all the great truth tellers throughout history. But here is the truth, Kofi. I want you to suck all this in, because for you, this is the best it's ever going to be.
Uh-oh. Kofi's had enough. Give me that contract.
For months, we have had to listen to you as you claim to educate all of us. Now it's time for you to sit there, shut your mouth while I educate you.
Ooh.
Look at Big E.
Big E's intense.
You claim to be what I am. You claim to be me. You claim to know what I'm feeling. The more I hear you talk, the more I realize that you don't know a damn thing about me. You became World Heavyweight Champion within the first 2 years of you coming to WWE, and I watched that. No, not as a bystander. No. I watched it. I observed it. I watched it. I understood it.
Big E. He's intense.
Daniel Bryan.
Kofi's ready. Kofi.
You got 2 minutes. You better sign that contract.
Yeah, they're clearly stalling till sign-off time.
Daniel, I watched it. You see, here's the thing. I'll cut to all the chase. I'll cut through everything, man. You don't know me, Daniel. You've not been through what I've been through. 11 years, and I've not had a singles match for the WWE Championship, and that's okay, because it's all led
They got
to
to count that for Miz and Maurice.
It's all led to this, Daniel. I see it in your eyes, man. I can see it by the way that you tremble when I'm in the ring with you. I can see it by the
Kofi has a minute 40.
play. You know that I am ready.
Yeah, buddy. Kofi Mania.
Sign that bitch.
Hashtag. Yeah, let the fans take over here. A minute brawl session.
One thing that we have in common, the one common thread to this story is that you know what all of this feels like. You know what all this feels like, man. And you're scared as hell. And you should be, because you know what comes next. What comes next is in WrestleMania. I beat you. And I become the WWE Champion.
Sign it. Kofi signs his name. And we got a match. Michael Cole gets out of there.
That is an impassioned man who has been screwed, who has been toyed with, who has been treated like a second.
Kofi ready to take advantage of this opportunity.
Kofi Kingston has a chance to write his championship story after 11 years.
Well, Mark, I'm so happy you joined me tonight during our first ever WWE watch along. I hope to see you Thursday. Talk to me if you can't. Eric Lucart, thank you for participating tonight, sir. Tonight's SmackDown watch along, a 2-hour show in the books. I am headed to New York City tomorrow. We'll hopefully get in contact with the Brits. Any final thoughts before I let you go, Mark? Thanks again for sitting here. It was a fun night to watch along with you, sir. The floor is yours for a few seconds.
I don't know. Make sure you go watch the Miz and Maurice.
Yeah, I got it on right now. Maurice is looking pretty fine, but thanks, buddy, for joining us. I hope to see you Thursday. If you can't, let me know. But 10 a.m., I'll try to. I'll have the laptop here. I'm bringing it to the hotel. We'll knock out our predictions officially. Good luck, sir, on trying to win the small package championship. And I'll talk to you Thursday, buddy.
All right, bud.
All right, enjoy your week and enjoy WrestleMania. And we'll talk to you soon. See you later, buddy.
All right, bud.
All right. Okay, guys, I'm Jimmy the Mailman Milstead. This was episode 45. I will drink plenty. Eric, thanks for joining me on the chat. Hopefully we can do this again sometime down the road. Once again, good luck to Rory Barr. He is in the lead for the small package championship at 98.55. Can he hang on, guys? We will find out. I might have lied about those records real quick. I'm sorry. That was going into Fastlane. Let me, before I go off the air, I got to correct myself here. Rory Barr is over 100. Okay, yeah, he's 106.55. I screwed this up this whole time telling you. Yeah, he's 2 games ahead of me, 2 matches. 106.55 is Rory. He was 98.55 going into Fastlane. Went to 8-0. He is 106.55. So I'm so glad I got to do this before I ended the show. I went 7-1 at Fastlane. I am 104.57. So we got that out of the way. He's up by 2 matchups. So good luck, Rory. Mark, you were 92.72. You were at 7-1 last pay-per-view. I had these old records up. So 92.72 is Mark, but he's still technically 1 match ahead of Ratboy, 91.70, not too far along, but they still are mathematically alive. So we will have our prediction show 10 o'clock, episode 46 of the small package, live from New York City, our hotel. I'm staying at a Howard Johnson, so hopefully there's some good scenery. But WrestleMania should be fun, guys, and I can't wait to get there. Hopefully the weather is good. It looks like it's 60s, possibly some drizzle. I don't think Mania will be too bad, but no blizzards to ruin the event. Last time it was there, 2013, it was a cold on Saturday. It was windy as hell, but Mania Sunday was quite pleasant in my recollection. It sprinkled in the beginning during a pre-show match. I believe it was Miz and Bad News Barrett, but that was about it. So I am looking forward to this, guys. It's a busy weekend. Enjoy yourselves. If you love wrestling, get ready for a long weekend. And we'll see you on Thursday for our Roundtable Spectacular as we wrap up our first ever prediction year. Who will take home that small package championship? This has been episode 45 of the small package, guys. I thank you for joining me, and we'll talk to you Thursday. It's going to be a happening live from New York. New York, New York. See you guys later. The Mailman signing off. It's going to be a happening. Enjoy WrestleMania.
Could stop happening tonight.